What's up, boys and girls? This is Sector 4077th, and welcome back to another episode of Blast from the Past. This week, we're checking out the 2009 title, Ratchet and Clank Future, A Crack in Time. Of course, this was published by Insomniac Games, but this was not the only series that they have under their belt. Other series include the Resistance series, which Resistance 3 being the last one they did. Spyro, let's see what else, Outernauts, Fuse that came out this year. So, you know, they've got a lot of games under their belt, and, you know, they do a good job with a lot of their games, with all their games so far that I've ever seen. But I'll tell you, for this whole series of games of Ratchet and Clank, the graphics are always so beautifully rendered. They're so pleasing to the eye. They're so visually stimulating and everything like that. Yeah, I know, I'm a kid at heart. Ooh, visual stimulation. But, hey, that's the way I am, all right? But, I mean, the graphics are just always so unbelievable, and it just makes the game even more fun to play, you know? I mean, yeah, I know, good graphic, or great graphics, you always make the game more appealing, but, I mean, it just adds to what this game has to offer. I mean, there's countless upgrades for your weapons and everything like that, and there's a slew of weapons that you've got, not to mention armor as well, and of course your main weapon, which is your wrench, which I use all the time, and of course there's tons of bolts to collect, okay, because that's used as currency in this game, just like the Lego games use studs, which I'm always, that's why I love the Lego games so much, because I'm always collecting every little stud that I see. I try to get it, you know. I gotta collect it. Well, same thing with this one with the bolts and everything. But what's nice about this is that you kind of like automatically have like the bolt magnet to where the bolts kind of fly towards you. You don't really have to run over every bolt like you do in the Lego games with the studs, you know. And even it works even better than like the stud magnet does in the Lego games. But anyways, what else? The weapons are great. I love the weapons because of the upgrades and all that kind of good stuff, and you know, and of course there's a lot of humor in the game as well, and not even just in the cutscenes, but throughout the game itself. I mean, it's just, there's so much humorous content in these games, and they're placed perfectly, you know. It's not too shticky or anything like that, you know. It's just the right amount of humor, and just at the right times, you know, and it's just, it makes you laugh, you know. But what else is there? Well, just of course there's space travel. You know, you can go to all these different moons and planets, you know, and collect Zoni and do side missions and everything like that for spaceships while you're flying or whatnot, you know. And it's like, I mean, it's just endless stuff, you know, and I love it. I love it. I mean, I could, like I said, I could play this for hours on end and not even realize it, you know. And it's not that difficult a game. It's not real. It does pose a challenge in certain parts, okay? But it's not impossible to get through, and it's not. It doesn't get real frustrating. I mean, it can, depending on your attitude and everything like that. It might get frustrating, but you know. But yeah, so, you know, if you haven't picked up this game, or if you haven't played any of the games in this series, definitely check them out. I mean, you know, not just this game, but there's obviously other Ratchet and Clank games out there, such as, just to name a few, Up Your Arsenal, Quest for Booty, All for One, Tools of Destruction, Full Frontal Assault, you know. And that's not all of them, obviously, but that's most of them. But, you know, definitely pick it up. Plus, they get the HD collection and everything like that for PS3 and everything. So, you know, you gotta check these games out. They're just so fun, you know. And I hope I didn't leave anything out about this game, because it is just such a great game. It's such a fun game to play and everything, you know. And you play, of course, as the Lombax, who is Ratchet, and you play as the robot as Clank, so it gives some variation in this game as well. But we are coming to the end of this video. We will be back next week with another issue or episode of Blast from the Past. Until 4077, saying please rate, comment, subscribe, suggest. Most importantly, as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.